Hi guys, it's Ellie here with Collins & Co Crafts, and today we're making this beautiful card. So this, I took inspiration from our catalogue. I'll show you that. Mine is very well loved, I will tell you that much, and there's lots of post-it notes going off of projects and goodies that I'd like, to say the least anyway. Let me show you a decent one that's not mould. It's absolutely gorgeous. Just a quick flick through. There's absolutely loads of things I would buy in here, and that's just for Christmas. Well, there's Halloween and autumn as well in there. If you did want one of the catalogues, let me know and I can sort you out with one of those. That's not a problem. So let's crack on. I'll show you how to make this gorgeous card. So I'll show you everything that you need. So this is the cardstock. So we have the Whisper White cardstock for the card base, which is 7 by 10 inches. Okay, we then have the glitter layer. Now these aren't Stampin' Up because mine hasn't arrived yet, and these are far too thick and they don't cut very well. You get glitter everywhere, but I'm using them for today's video. So the glitter layer is 4.5 by 6.5, and we've also got the glitter banner, which is 3.25 inches wide, and then depending on your layer on the front will depend how long it is. So I've just cut a long strip off, and then I can gauge that once we've cut the banner. Then I've also got the layer, which is going to be die cut out. So this one is 6 by 4, and then we've got the stamped image, which is 2.5 by 2 on there. Okay, you then also need the Carols of Christmas stamp set. So I've gone ahead to save a little bit of time, not that it'll save that much, but there's a tiny little reindeer there, and which is from that set, and I've just heat embossed that with the gold embossing powder. And then I'm going to stick with the piece on Earth. So I've already got that mounted up onto a D block, just because it's earthy feel with the trees and everything like that as well. And then the last thing is for the banner, which is your banner punch, and then your few bits for embossing. So let's get started. I'm going to show you a little trick. I say a little trick, it's just handy. So taking my Simply Scored, and this is what I've used to cut and also score it, but I've also found as well really useful, I can't find my bone folder. Oh, it's there. I've got it. It's Monday. So I've scored it already, but then I also find if you butt it up against the other side, fold it over and then crease your line, you know it matches up, and then you get a really nice fold on that, and it saves you missing the line as well on that one. There we go. Oh, I've just knocked the camera. Sorry, you're having a bit of an earthquake going on. So we're going to start with the simplest part, and that is just sticking the gold onto the back of here. And then all I'm going to do with this is use the trusty Tombow and give that a shake, because I'm not going to knock the camera again. I'm not going to learn from that mistake. So lots of glue all over the paper apparently now, Ellie. I think I'm coming to the end of the Tombow. Also going to stick that out the way. Let me grab some scrap. There we go. That's probably going to be all over there now. Perfect. Wipe it off there in a sec. So I love the fact with Tombow you get movement on it. You've probably got my head in the camera there, I'm sorry. So you've still got a little bit of time to move it, but can you see what I mean? There's just glitter everywhere already. That's why I want to do that and get it out of the way. Get rid of all that glitter. So I'll set that to the side, and then also a few other things I want to get dry. I'm going to heat emboss this, so I'm going to take my embossing buddy. I'm also going to grab, where have I put it? Here, just a scrap bit of paper, just so that it makes it easier for clean up later. So embossing buddy on there, get rid of all those fingerprints, and I've lined it up as well so it's nice and straight, ready to go. So I'm going to take my Versamark and get it nice and sticky so the embossing powder can stick. Perfect. I'm probably jiggling the camera around, no doubt, again. There we go. And I can still use the grid paper as well here. Line it up. Don't know how I'm going to do this without getting my head in the camera, but we'll see. Well, it's down. It went down without me even doing it. Marvellous. Doesn't look that bad. I can't see anything over the top. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think we'll get away with that. I'm just going to quickly grab my Stampin' scrub. Move that out of the way so I don't mess it up. There we go. Just give that a bit of a clean, just so we're not leaving it sticky. Perfect. Set that off to one side, and I'm using the gold embossing paste today. Embossing powder. There we are. Dump that on there. Should have got my tweezers out, shouldn't I? Just give it a bit of a shimmy so it's covered. Oh, saying that's the first time I've stamped that on camera without trying to get my head in the way. I'm quite impressed with that. Knock it off. Perfect. Okay, well, let's sort this out just to let you know the heat going to be coming on in a minute. So if your volume's turned up, turn it down. I'll probably speed through it anyway. I'll probably fast forward it. If I don't, I apologise now. Okay, so here we go. Heat tool is going on. So with the heat tool as well, let it get warm and then it doesn't distort your paper shape. Perfect. How cute is that? There you go. And you can always, like, look, there's just glitter all over it. I love glitter, but sometimes it's a bugbear. There we are. So we can set that off to dry as well. So now what I'm going to do, this is your Whisper White cardstock, and this is the one that is 6x4. I need to get a new cutting blade looking at it. So I'm going to grab my Big Shot, and what I'm using is the card front builder Thinlets. So I've already used the little reindeer to do the little detail, but the rest I'm taking, let me go this side, it's easier. So you pop your card in, and all I'm going to do is take the Starry Night Sky and place that around the top so it's got a nice border. Hope you can see that. There we go. And then pop in the two trees in the bottom left corner, but obviously on the camera it looks like bottom right, but it's not. And then we have the last one, which is the other tree, and I like to do that just a little bit higher than the two trees. Okay. Oh, actually we forgot, there needs to be a little bit of space there for Mr. Reindeer. So this is why I've also done him in advance. So yeah, he's got a nice little bit of room. Make sure your trees are not blowing in the wind. There we go. Try not to knock it over like I've just done. Okay, here we go. Don't panic, the cracking is normal. So I'll put that back in there and get that out of the way. Okay. Let's turn this over and see what we've got. There we go, just gently pop them out because that is so delicate. There we go, and this one just gorgeous. I'm very impressed with that already. Now I'm not going to move de-dye these yet. De-dye these? Words, wow. I'm just going to leave them there because they'll end up everywhere. But one thing you can use these to use some dimensionals on another card. You can use these as little confetti if you're going to shake a card. so many things. You never want to waste any of it. I'm very happy with that, although that tree is a little bit skew with. So this is what it'll look like. Let's see. Oh, it's gorgeous. You can never have enough glitter at Christmas. And then we'll pop that on, that on. You can see it all coming together. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. My favourite colour is blue, but I think, oh, I think we've got a new favourite now. There we go. So what we'll do is we will stick that card up so it's not going to move. Move them off to the side. We'll use them in a second. So I'm going to flip this over, and all I'm going to do is take some dimensionals and just pop these along the sides, and then if you've got, oh, it's already beating me to it. There's long pieces like this. Let me grab my, oh, keep knocking the camera, I'm so sorry. I'm having a right jiggle today. They've got little notches on, so you can take them notches off and use them in little areas. You never want to, oh, never want to waste these. There we go, and then you've got a long piece which will fit along there. Pop that one, oh, it fits quite nicely in there. And I've also got a couple of spare ones that I've already got, so I'll use those. Let's turn it that way. Along there. I am going to put a few in the middle as well, just to support the card base. I'll put one there as well by all them stars that side. Lovely. Okay, so peeling all your back ends off and chuck it in my scrap bin underneath my desk. Oh. I have to be so careful. I've snapped my nail on my thumb, and I'm very scared to do anything with it at the moment. Okay. I have also been exploring the world of card making, because I struggle quite a lot with cards. This one I got a lot of inspiration from, because Stampin' Up at the moment is just Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Whereas normal cards, I'm just like, I have no idea. I'll show you a few at the end that we've made. So lining this up, and these aren't as forgiving, so take your time. Push all of the bits down that you've put on. Check that that's nice and lined up. Oh, perfect. I'm very proud of myself today. That one escaped. Okay. I'm going to also do this one while we're here. I'm just going to cut that bit off there. Form a little... No, still not going to fit. Move that off to the side. Okay. Perfect. Oh, no, it's not. It's not very sticky, apparently. Try again. There we go. Watch it come off again. Yep, it's come off again. And we're going to have to abandon ship. Let's have a look. Yep, it's clearly not sticky. Let's grab some more. So all I'd done there was just taken one of these edge pieces and cut the pointy bit off it. There you go. Perfect. That's better. And then we're just going to slot him in between the trees there. So just place him down nicely. Lovely. Now this part is just gonna slot in between like the little stars. Still try and get it central, okay? And then this part is going to go underneath. So your tag top, this is not your tag top, this is your banner punch. I've made a note underneath mine of what the dimensions are for these gaps. So it's 1 1.5 and 2 inches, and that's 2.5 centimetres, 3.8 centimetres and 5.1 centimetres. It's very awkward for centimetres, and that's for the different gaps. Now clearly mine is neither, so when you undo your punch, pop your paper in, whatever it's you're cutting, and just eyeball where the middle is, okay? Chomp that out. Okay, line that up there, and then the way I found easiest is to just cut off just shy of the edge of my card, and then pop it in again and again, lining it up. I know I've not cut that straight, but you just line it up so it makes sense. Take that out, and there you have your little, pop it on there so you can see your little banner, and that fits lovely in the middle. Just that you can see it. Ah, perfect. Could have done with it being a little bit longer, but this card, I love this card already. Oh, don't know who I'm going to give it to though. Ooh. There we are. So then all I'm going to do, again with the glitter paper, just because it really bugs me that it's so thick, I'm just going to stick it down. I would normally elevate it, but it's so thick that it doesn't need it. So, oh, it's not playing ball. I'm just going to place it on really softly, pop that into the middle, and then move it. There we go. Yeah, eyeball it, make sure it's nice and straight, and then stick it down. And get glitter all over your fingers. Ooh. Perfect. And then last thing, I'm just going to take 4 dimensionals, pop them into each corner. Oh, that noise went right through me then, I'm so sorry. There we go. Perfect. Oh, make sure it's the right way up. And again, oh, gently place that onto the card. Now I can see my banner's not straight, but it's not that obvious. There we are. So there is your finished card. Now you can stamp on the inside, stamp on the back to say that you've made it. But yeah, I'm very proud of this one. I did see a very, very similar one in the catalogue, but I've just sort of tweaked it a little bit to make it mine. So there are those two. I will just quickly go and grab some other cards that I've made. I'm still sort of getting to grips with card making. I love a good box, me, but there we go. So those are those two. I've then got this one from my friend Emma. So this is the Eclipse technique. So her name is, it's very simple. This one again with the Eclipse technique. My uncle turns 60 this week. I've then done this one for another friend, Charlotte, whose birthday it is, and I've just used the punch across the top with the happy birthday Thinlets. Very simple. And then this one, I had an absolute brainwave with the scarf. There was a little bit that was pulling out, so I got a little bit of Tombow, rubbed it on the end, and then peeled it, and it obviously made it ruffle up like a scarf. There we go. So thank you ever so much for watching. Hopefully the next few projects will be some boxes, good old boxes, that are not Christmas related. I'm going to do a few that are not Christmas related for you now, okay? So enjoy the rest of your day, your week, whatever it is you're doing. Hop over to my blog as well for all the information. All of the measurements will be on there as well. So thank you for watching and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.